Might have to rip up one of those sleeping bags. Do I have a freaking knife here? Actually, that flare gun back. Nope, not that gun. I know that those blankets can be ripped up, but I like looking at them. They add flavor. These just steel light. So, according to the word around the campfire, which I don't necessarily believe, they think that it's how many times you mend something, like successful mending attempts, and that the condition of the product has absolutely nothing to do with it. Meaning that repairing something at 99% to 100%, by one person's calculations, you have to do, I think, 200 repairs from level 4 to 5 to get it, and that seems really high to me. That doesn't seem right. How do I have no knife? Corbin, my man, I got no fire. Padre, you got matches? You smoke? The channel is assuredly not brought to you by Philip Morris. Regretting leaving knives all over the place because apparently I've left them everywhere but the places I stay. I leave them on workbenches a lot. Like I know there's one on the mountain. Like I've never had trouble finding a knife or an axe before on Stalker. That's weird. So like I never really thought about this happening before. I just always have them laying around. I think it's between like 70 and 75%. Something like that. I can always get a ruler and measure it or something later. But let's see. I have some stuff in here that's pretty damaged. Like I can't believe that either the amount of damage or the amount of... See, this takes 2 cloth. Like I can't believe that this does not count as at least 2 repairs. But if I was doing this, because see, it's going to take 6 pieces of cloth to get this all the way to full. You know what I'm saying? And I can't believe time does not factor in either, because some things take a lot longer to repair than others. I don't know. Like, I would have done it off total repair points. You know what I'm saying? Drop this. Not really any discernible difference, maybe a little bit. I haven't had to contend with cabin fever in a really, really, really long time. And I kind of don't want to start right now. Like, you know, one of the things too is that I was thinking, why doesn't crafting like a bearskin bedroll? I would think that that would be absolutely mending. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know mending technically means repair, but you're so enclosed, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I'm putting too much thought into this. That seems like it moved to me. Like, that doesn't seem like it's just moving one repair at a time. That looks like it went up maybe 3 to 5%. Something. That looks more like it's 75% now than before, where I thought it was like 70%. Probably don't want to waste repair stuff on that anyway. Alright. Time to go in for water anyways. What do I got in here? Make sure I don't have a knife in here. And even on the dryer at our house, I have axes and I have hacksaws, but I don't have any knives. Normally I have knives there.
I am I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
I got an extra bedroll here now, so I'm probably gonna shred this one. But let's wait on that. We don't have to do that right now. We can shred this pillow and other stuff. The pillow I don't mind. That's more like trash to me. But these blankets I like looking at. I just don't see the point in repairing stuff that's 90%, that's high like that. The stuff I'm wearing, I can repair anytime. Is this one better than that one? They're the same weight, but appear to be lesser. Like in a lot of ways. Yeah, the fisherman one is way better. Because there's no weight difference. Normally the weight is the difference. Yeah, so you lose a degree of heat off that guy. You gain 1% running. Let me get rid of that gray one because he's out of contention. Let's get him out of there. Okay, it's not quite light yet. Oh, I can see the stove. Good. Do that for myself, just like I did last time. And out of my regular gear, what's the worst? 79. I had a deer thing somewhere. Was it downstairs or was it up here? Downstairs. Yeah, I think it's going up. I think it's going up higher than they thought. I think condition has more to do with it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I bet that's my actual knife. Like, could I have gone from here to there without that knife? Like, I probably double dropped it when I dropped those tools. Oh my god. Look at me. Clutch for the win. But I'll go back when I drop that toolbox now. I'll go back and look. Is this dead? Yeah. Oh my god. You guys. I swear that I think that dagger, that could have got me killed. Not having one at all out there. So usually that's what I fight with. I don't fight with an axe or a hammer or any of that crap. I prefer the blade. I know a lot of people say other stuff's better, but it seems more realistic to me. I don't know. And trying to fight them off with a gun is just the worst. I end up getting mauled all the time. Okay, so I didn't check that one, but that was a snack anyway. Whitefish, moderate. I don't mind leaving here with it storming, but yeah, I need 10 pounds of stuff. We can either take a bunch of these books back. Well, I could go and while we figure out what the storm's doing and the light's low and it's cold, I can fix my boots. I had a bunch of those hats here. Go upstairs and take the worst one. Probably have the worst one. I think I repaired them relatively recently. Yeah, and like I would have like leather repairs and stuff like this. I would have it be worth more. Like, I mean, if it's going to cost you more material and more time, it should give you a higher repair thing. Like, because doesn't it say a skill level in there? Like when you go to do it, I think it says a skill level. If it says that it's a high degree of skill is required, you should get more skill points for successfully doing it. Know that not all game developers are fair that way, but that's what seems fair to me, you know? We got no guts here. How is this possible? How do we have a place with a bear and we got no guts? None. Oh, is this the place where we made like the 50 fish hooks? I bet that's what it is. We turned every one of them into fishing line. Okay, fair enough. We got our fishing trophy from it. There might be some dried intestines out in that little place out there. Oh, I still didn't get my 10 pounds of stuff. 9 pounds of stuff. I mean, should I just take books? I can't think of anything I'm really lacking at the other place. I could take extra bag of flour or something. I guess it's the book run. I really don't have a lot of stuff here. Food. But I got food there, you know? I don't see anything here that I desperately need there. Broth, maybe. I mean, I could take a thing of broth. Even before everything's done. Like, I don't think I've ever made, like, the ranger stew or, like, the vegetable stew. I'm gonna make some of that before we're done, but I've gotta make it now. Which ones of some of these are the rarer ones? Steel on target. Sewing primer just for giggles. I got a lot of cookbooks here. Yeah, well, there's 5 cookbooks here. I don't even like to cook. I shouldn't, I don't know. I've always knocked myself for, quote, not liking to cook, but I was never made to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to do. I might like to cook. I have no idea. Maybe instead of painting, I'll try cooking. Kind of the same thing, only you eat it. And I guess you could take pictures of it and put it on Insta. Because everybody wants to see your food. There is one really beautiful picture of this food that my wife and I got at a place called La Madeleine. It's sort of like a French version of Panera, only better. You know, it's this breakfast that, it was like Eggs Benedict, but it was on a croissant with hollandaise sauce and stuff, and then it had like tomato and like garnish on the side, so that it had red and green for color. And it usually came with like two bits of croissant, 2 eggs or whatever. And the other thing was my wife would order French toast, which was kind of more like a waffle or something, and it had all kinds of fruit on it and kind of like a glazy kind of syrup, and one of us would take one of each and we'd swap and make our own plate, and it was just both of them together, like, you know, side by side. It was a beautiful, beautiful plate of food. Like, it could have been on a magazine cover, but sadly La Madeleine went kind of downhill after or during the pandemic, like so many places did. And the food's just not as good anymore, and they don't even offer those things anymore. They're not even on the menu. That sounds like a whole lot of wolves. That was at least 4. There were 2 to my right, at least. That sounded more like 5. That was a lot of wolves. Yeah, there's 2 back there right now, I can see. And there were 2 in front of me. These headphones really are better. Like, I have good surround sound in my house, but these things are phenomenal. If they give me money, I'll tell you their name. I really gotta stop free sponsorship. I say that like I'm ever gonna make money. Nobody wants to listen to my ramblings. Like I said, I'm mainly doing this for my kid. It's my wife in the short term because she likes going to sleep listening to YouTubers. And my voice puts her right to sleep. Guaranteed. But I had kids late, so if anything happens to me, basically I'll be extremely lucky to be here when my kid graduates high school and college. So I want him to be able to see me playing video games and talking about life and stuff. You are more than free to join us on that journey. I'll let him play. I'll let him watch me. He's old enough to watch me play The Long Dark, because there's not normally, like when I play when he's around, I don't go quite as hard after the wolves or deer or rabbit or stuff like that. I curtail some of that, but I don't play like Nazi zombies and stuff like that, like Call of Duty and stuff like that with him around. I just, nah, he's too young for that. But we play Minecraft together, and Wobbly Life is hilarious. Back when he was little, like he could barely work the controller. Like sometimes he would have to move his hands off the stick to reach all the buttons and stuff. But we platinumed Lego Avengers. That game is amazing. Like the Lego games are really touch and go. Like it's according to which studio makes them. But the Lego Avengers was really good. And it's more than just the Avengers. You can unlock like 250 characters or something ridiculous if you do everything. But I would, I was about to say it was not a chore to platinum, but it wasn't a chore because I was having fun with my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good time, and I enjoyed playing it, and we played it a lot. I think unlocking Silver Surfer, I think, is the hardest. It involved a race or a series of races in the air, and I'm just not really a good race person. That's not my genre. The Hot Wheels game, though, is really fun. He likes watching it, but I don't think he's a race game guy. I don't know if we need to warm up, but let's go ahead and just repair our boots while we're here. Nah, I'm fine. I'm not cold. I promise not to look every time. But yeah, that's looking more and more like 80. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as people thought. The gut I don't need. Oh, you know what? The rabbit stuff I have is back at Trapper's, all the furs. We saw him back there the other day. I can carry a couple more books. I don't know if I have one of those. And I dropped one of these already. Okay. Well, I don't need that wood. Okay, what's in here? Like, I really don't like doing this. But if I'm right, and it's the amount of damage that's repaired is factored into it somehow, these are going to be good things to do. Like, I don't know that, but I can't believe that 1% is the same as the rest of it. That's just nuts. And like I said, I would at least have the jackets count more. Yeah, I feel like we're getting places with this. This is not going to be as hard as I thought it was. I'm not going to repair that shirt anymore. Let's put it back. If we need to come back and top stuff off, we can. What everybody else is saying is to, as quickly as you can, throw a big bunch of stuff outside your house at your main base, so it can start decaying, because you're going to run out of clothes that you're able to fix. Because, you know, there's not... They said from 0 to level 5, it takes 350 repairs. And you're not going to have 350 clothing items in the game. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna stop and break that down, but let's not. Let's get out of here. I don't think I had food out there. I haven't really done any hunting around here. I never shot the moose that's out there. But anyway, yeah, my kid and I platinum. Because he even forgot, because he was so little. He was like 4 or 5. Like, he was small. But it's a 2-player game, so I couldn't, well, you probably can play a 2-player, but we played it in tandem, so he did everything I could do. And he's actually better than me in some games like Minecraft and stuff. He's way better at fighting and stuff like that than I am at that. I think he's figured it out at this point too. At some point, you get better than your parents and stuff. It just happens. Happens to everybody. I feel like I got a name. Her? That looks like a woman. Oh yeah, it looks like she's got boobs, kinda. Or is that the coat? I don't know. I think that's a woman. This place is a wreck. Yeah, I used to cut up all this stuff when I based out of the dam. I used to love basing out of the dam. Like, I like the noises. Like, when you hear the reviews online, people are like, oh, the dam is so noisy, I hate it, it sounds haunted. I love it, dude. I love all the groaning and stuff. Oh, speaking of groaning. Oh, this might be a... I don't know, I thought the wind was going to kick up and block out my witty repertoire. I am convinced now that I had kids, you know, because you don't think about stuff like this until you have kids. But, I'm convinced that all the haunting stories are, just what their parents tell their kids when their kids wake up. You know? All the moaning and rattling and banging of furniture against the walls. And even, you know, there's the rattling of chains. Like, all that. Yeah, that's totally like, oh, yeah. You know, it's haunted, Billy. There's a ghost. You know, you better go hide in your room. Go back to bed. Oh my god. Like, that is absolutely what that is. No one will ever be able to convince me that that's not where ghost stuff comes from. Is parents trying to explain away their nightly activities. It's absolutely what it is. Banging and rattling and moaning and all that. Shrieking. It's hilarious. And I've never heard anyone else say that before. Like, I'm sure somebody somewhere had to have thought of that. But, I've never heard anybody else talk about that before. But that's absolutely where the ghost stories got started from. Or somebody picked that up and rolled with it. Mom, do you think the house is haunted? Oh, yeah, it's haunted. That's where that shrieking and, you know. I swear the little girl was calling out for her daddy. Yeah. Oh my god. We have extra weight. A little bit. I haven't been up in here the past 3-4 trips. I don't remember what's up here. Lots of something. Rabbits. Nothing I need. You don't need coal no more either. You can hang that. I'll take that back. On the newer maps, we can do stuff. Sorry I got so mad today about that trophy. I was worried I was gonna have to go through what I went through the first time, which is having to basically take screenshots of all the different maps that I got and go through the list like manually and check off what I got and what I don't. Because last time when I did it, like, I don't think any of that stuff was there. You just had to figure it out where you were missing stuff. And that picnic area, that drove me nuts. That literally drove me nuts. Because even when I went back there, I kept trying to map it because I thought it was the really nice picnic table with the cover and everything by the ice fishing hut in Pleasant Valley. Like, that looks like a picnic area to me. It's a picnic table next to a lake with a pond and a nice fishing spot, and there's a cooler and everything there, and yeah. Nope, that's not it. It's a very short distance away, and if you're standing on a hill, you can see the covered picnic area, and if you turn around, you can see the other picnic area. But I didn't turn around the other time. There's 2 picnic tables down in like a valley by themselves. And I saw the picnic area thing pop, and I walked closer to the picnic area I thought it was, and that took me out of the zone of the other one. And so I saw that it didn't appear, but I'm like, dude, I'm standing on top of the picnic table. And it never popped up, and luckily later I remembered that I had trouble with it. But yeah, I missed 3 the first time. Like, I remember because I had to go through all those maps trying to figure out what 3 maps, which ones I missed. And I had to go put X's on all the ones and track it and everything. And I missed the picnic table. I missed the coal mine transition onto Pleasant Valley over by Thompson's Crossing. And I missed I think the wing on the plane at the summit. Yep. Because before, I think it just gave you like a total. It told you like you had 495 out of 500 or something. You're like, really? Gotta sit here and go through this. But no, luckily it worked out. But like when I finally finished it, and then I find the Polaroid. I think, really? You kid me. I don't know how I didn't curse. But we'll go do all the Polaroid icons on the maps. I'll go look at them and we'll do that too. Because we're going to run out of stuff here shortly to keep us busy. I know we can go do the mine. I don't know what to say about that map. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. Like, I think when I originally played it, I wasn't into it. But, this ruined. No? Oh, outstanding. Yes, sir. All these
I wonder if I
fine,
can drop any of this gear.
these fine garments. I dropped all that food so that I wouldn't accidentally eat it. I forget where I found all that stuff though. You'd think I'd remember. I'm gonna have to drop books. I have to come back for them. Oh, they are closer to home now, at the very least. Food trumps books. And clothing at this point trumps everything, so. Yeah, your tummy's growling, I get it. Oh, and feel free to use the the ghost thing yourself. Like, you know, I didn't copyright that or trademark that or anything. So if you need to explain some bumping and grinding noises in the middle of the night, just go ahead and roll with that. You're gonna have to tuck them in and check them out, check under the bed and the closet and stuff. But you know, it's better than other awkward questions. Okay, so we go across the road, across the road this way, and then which side is it on this way? I think it's on the other side. It looks like a river, but I think it's over there. See if I'm right before this kicks up. Yep. Good. Yeah, so now I can be the historian that goes on shows about castles and stuff like that, and I could just hold my hands up and have my hair all wild, and I could just be like, ghosts. And just, you know, make money, I guess. I don't know, that guy doesn't make money, he's just a meme. If he made money off memes, then he would make all kinds of money. Yeah, that picnic table. Stupid thing. I still can't believe they fixed that. They should just fix it to be either one of those two. Yeah, but I think that hill over there, if you go over that hill, it's over that hill somewhere. There's another picnic area. The only reason I walked over to this one is because I was trying to make sure, like I was like, I want to be absolutely sure that it gets done right. Nope. An example of me being too careful. Next time, stop in your tracks. As soon as you see Pensive Pond or whatever appear, stop and map that thing. Put a map pin on it. You gotta get closer. Do it where it is.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, I can use those right now. Let's eat before we get destroyed walking through the woods. Oh, those are just snacky pieces. That ain't gonna do. What was the other thing I picked up? I'm starting to lose my mind, dude. What the hell? I don't know, should I eat the wolf or should I fish? I mean, yeah, I should eat the wolf. Let's keep going. I can see, so we're gonna keep going. I picked up something heavy. What did I pick up? leave those sticks. We don't need emergency coal on this map. Okay, I know we altered this thing to go this way. But I think these trees were kind of like a marker on the way here. So I think we have that rock up there spray painted. So that's what we're going to do this time. I should just drop a trail of breadcrumbs for myself or something. Ghosts. My wife's skeptical of that theory. I think it's because she likes ghost stories. It just kind of ruins it if you know that's what it is, that the whole thing is a sham. It's a sham! If you've never heard of Mila, go look up Mila in Disney or Disney World or something like that. It's this little 5-year-old girl that goes into Disney World and just completely hates the entire experience, and she's going off on Minnie Mouse being a mute, and there's no doors or windows on the castle, so you can't go in it, and that the whole thing is a sham, and everywhere you go there's lines. It's awesome. It's adorable. It's a sham. Yeah, I was a Florida boy. I went to Disney World more times than I can think of, but just can't anymore. I read a comment today in a section, like literally today, where a guy in the comments section picked out exactly what the problem is. He said the problem is that Disney put all their theme parks in one place. They keep, and they're building another one right now. In Orlando, they're building another one. They keep building Animal Kingdom and Epcot and all these other parks that suck, and they would go out of business. Epcot would have gone out of business in the 80s when they made it. I went there when it opened as a little kid, and everything was, they opened it before like half the things were done, and there's huge amounts of wasted space between every attraction where there's just like nothing but concrete. Like there's no quaintness or anything to it, like, you know, Main Street USA and, you know, trees in front of Frontierland and stuff like that. There's just none of that. It was not laid out very well at all. It was all technology and inventions, and all that's just kind of boring to kids, like, so just not good. But he said that the prices on the Magic Kingdom and what really people see as Disney World keep going through the roof. Like somebody said that if you're fiscally responsible and highly budgeted, a family of 4 for like 7 days is like 10 grand or something. Like it's absolutely insane how much you have to spend there now. And it just wasn't that expensive. And the problem is they are piling on money for Epcot and Animal Kingdom and their water park and everything else onto the Magic Kingdom ticket price and driving everything up. Whereas in reality, Epcot would have gone under 40 years ago. You know, if they made that in Deerfield, Illinois, or anywhere else where it didn't have another anchor park to keep it in business, it'd go under. It's just like a strip mall, you know? Like if you got a bunch of little stores, boutiques like Radio Shack, whatever, in someplace with Target, and Target pulls out, all those other little stores are going to fold. And that's what's happening, is that they keep building these unsuccessful parks, and I don't even think Disney realizes that they're unsuccessful. You know, I mean, literally, I'm not trying to make fun or anything, but I think that they've been covering it up from even themselves for so long that they don't realize that those other things are flops. They just keep packaging them together and forcibly selling them to people that don't want them. Yeah, each one of those parks should be operated as a separate business, completely separately, so that their books are different and so that you can see whether or not that park is making money or not. Because I mean, that's not a private company. And you got to answer the shareholders, man. Like, I don't understand how the shareholders haven't filed class action lawsuits against the way that company's being run into the ground. Like, how do you make Star Wars lose money? Like, you know George Lucas sitting home like, what? Like, how do you take such a money-making extravaganza and just turn it worthless? Like, in less than 10 years, you completely destroyed the entire IP. Like, that thing is like a license to make billions and billions and billions of dollars. I loved on George Lucas on an interview. I think it was relatively recently, a couple of days ago, where the reporter asked him, with all the trouble that Star Wars has been, because they had that Star Wars themed hotel or whatever at Disney, at Disney World. They spent $1 billion on this Star Wars hotel, and it went under like immediately. It made literally no money because it was so expensive to stay there. But they asked George Lucas if he regretted selling it, and he was like, no, not at all. And she was like, really? Not at all? He was like, no. Couple more years, I'm going to buy that back for like a couple $1 million. Saying that, they gave me $9 billion and they've completely destroyed it to the point where it's only going to be worth like $3 or $4 million in a couple of years, and he'll just walk in there and buy it with some pocket change. Dude's not completely wrong. When they announced that they were not after Solo, which I don't think was a bad movie. Like I watched it, it's not a bad movie. That middle Rey Star Wars movie was absolutely hideous. That thing's awful. Like, they didn't even retcon their own movie. They should have just thrown it away and just deleted it. They should have pulled a Highlander 2 on it and just said it never happened. But which is sort of like what the director came back and did. But I won't go into all that, but that story was just awful. Like, it's not even the message, and like, I'm not trying to get into all that. I'm not going to try to go critical drinker on you. But just the story is bad. Like, it's just bad. It's like bad writing. Like, who wrote this? Like, you telling me you have like 50 years of Star Wars fan fiction, of like novels, of comic books, of all this stuff that you can pull from, and that's the best you got. Like, that's the best you came up with. Nah, that's something. Somebody did something for that. Like, that, nah. Like, you can't convince me that that's the best you got. I think I'm so sensitive about it. I'm not because, the woke stuff. I don't care about any of that. I care about people destroying legacies and history and stuff like that, because I'm a historian. You took something that was basically a master class on writing a story. Like, it was literally, from Jungian archetypes and stuff, like, if you know what that is, like, everything that George Lucas did mapping out those original 3 movies was nearly perfect. He did sell out the Ewoks in the last one. I'll give you that. I ain't gonna fight you on that one. But, because originally they were supposed to be Wookiees, but they figured that cute things would make more money with toys. But I think Wookiees would have sold a bunch of toys too. Imagine how cool that movie would have been.
Dusk, so I can't be far behind.
But yeah, I just have problems with people destroying stuff. I don't care if it's like the Library of Alexandria or the Franciscan friar Diego de Landa, who had an illegal Spanish Inquisition against the Maya, and he destroyed like 500 years, 1,000 years or something worth of scrolls, and because they kept detailed records on climate and especially like astrology, like meteor showers and eclipses and any kind of astrological thing that happened in the sky. They wrote that stuff down, and that could have been compared back and forth with stuff other cultures wrote down, but God burned it all. He went into this massive like Library of Alexandria basically and burned it all, and that so that the priests or whoever that were the librarians in charge of keeping scrolls in good order and stuff like that, many of them killed themselves because they were so, distraught that their life's work had just been, destroyed in a matter of seconds. But that's why you don't see anything written about the Maya, because we got rid of it all. All we got is what they put on stone or clay. There's some vases that have a lot of stuff on them. There's only 1 or 2 scrolls left. I sent a picture of one to my buddy the other day because he was talking about how he never knew that they actually wrote anything, and I was like, oh yeah, that's because we burned it. And so I looked up a picture and sent it to him, and it's just beautiful. Another kind of tragic thing is that all those ziggurats, they built on top of other ziggurats, and the ziggurats underneath them still have all the vibrant paint and stuff on them, so that if we were able to clear off the one on top, the one underneath would just be beautiful. Like the reds and the greens and the blues that they had were just incredible. But of course you can't do that because you have to destroy the monument on top to see the one underneath. But it's just something very cool that most of the other cultures, they start their monuments from scratch, and they just, anytime they wanted to do a rehabilitation project or whatever, they just put a new one on top of it. Kind of a cool way of doing it. Okay, let's see. Go down to cloth. Let's get rid of all the pretenses, shall we?
This pack is getting kind of heavy. That's the rabbit hat I think we originally started with, that we lost track of. I think we found that somewhere. And then we made our own later, that's in Trappers. Yeah, but all cultures do that. They'll take over another culture and then they'll burn all their stuff. They'll throw all their books. I mean, it happened in Babylon, it happened in Alexandria, happens everywhere. Rome, Greece, it doesn't matter. And it still happens here. You tear down the monuments and stuff too. It's like the U.S. tore down the monuments in Baghdad to celebrate them defeating Iran. They try to say that the Iraqi people did that. They did not do that. There's pictures of the U.S. doing that. Just say that you did it. Yeah, I hate destroying monuments, and like the Parthenon was in good shape until the Ottomans, I think, decided to store all their gunpowder in there thinking that the people in Greece wouldn't blow it up, and they blew it up. And so it was in pretty good shape until like 400 or 500 years ago, until they blew it up. Napoleon's troops shot the nose off the Sphinx. I was about to say, why does it look so dark in here? Like, the sun should be up. Okay, we have 10 pieces of this. Oh wait, what was that in there? I think I was looking at the wrong screen. Should be doing all this outside. I was about to say, or if the weather's bad, you can do it in a car. And yes, I just in a roundabout way compared Kathleen Kennedy to the Franciscan friar Diego de Landa. Go look him up every once in a while. Read a book. What was it my history professor said about Diego de Landa? Sure, carry much more.
He said, one could say that 90% of what we know about the Mayan civilization is due to Diego de Landa. One could also say that we would know 90% more about the Maya if it were not for Diego de Landa. There you go. Can't remember the professor's name. I do remember his face, but that just stuck with me. He said that in class. That wasn't anything he wrote down, I don't think, but that's just spot on, man.
burnt all their stuff. Have any water in the toilet? Nope. It's just hard getting water up in the shelves sometimes. You guys know that. Oh, there's some up in here. Sure, give me some of that. Did I bring that other? Yeah, I brought the other pan. Good. So now I got 2 pans here in case I want to cook up things that take 2 pans, whatever that may be. Eggs and bacon at the same time. Yeah, but that was a masterful comment by George Lucas. Oh, I'm gonna buy it back for a couple $1 million in a couple of years. Oh my God! Or you might be able to afford all of Disney if they keep it up. Like at this point, no, I don't know. No, I don't want to go too far down the crime angle of all this. Okay, so we can make the, oh, we need deer skin. Yeah, I got stuff. Yeah. So we can make the thing if we want. The travois. Okay, see, this counts as crafting, so technically it doesn't say mending. Yeah, you may not run for much. You ain't lying. Negative 20%. And it's 11 pounds. Good lord. The moose cloak is not that bad. 90% wet and the wind is what's good on that. We warmed up a little bit. Let's duck back outside again. We can go out the back, but we haven't been out here in a while.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Exercise some caution, shall we? That sounded like a bear that way. I saw the wolf over there, just like the little tips of him. Yeah, that sounds like something over there. I don't like that. Unfortunately, being up on this porch does not count as being outside. Pretty sure you can still get cabin fever up there. Man, those wolves in that field, dude, they just don't go anywhere. Like if I wipe them out, do they reset? You all are disturbing my calm. I could do my bag. Where's that at? Oh yeah, we're definitely making progress. I think we're trading up, boys. I was gonna go back the other direction. But we've been in some stuff lately, man. We've been in some stuff. I feel like we're real lucky to be alive. I should have died at the airport. But I think that's the last thing here. I think that we could trade up. The deer pants might be better than this. Might need to head to Thompson's Crossing and order to get some cloth. Them ghosts, man.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Also explains slamming doors. People jumping up and running into the bathroom and stuff. Yeah, telling you, it's all right there. I solved the riddle. Well, that's worse. I think that rabbit hat could have used repairs up there. Oh, wait, there's cloth. We gotta remember to get some gas. Oh wait, I did get gas, didn't I? Just didn't charge it. I think I picked it up and I never put it in there. Maybe I did. Put most of it in there. I don't know. Alright.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I can pair up. Those cushions are, yeah, it's part of the chair. Oh, there's curtains in here. I think I might leave those to actually use here when I need them. I think I cleared all the upstairs. Just that one room. Get rid of some of this junk. I think I need... No, I do have tools. Why didn't it come up so I can mend it? Oh, wrong one. Don't have any oil either. All the jerry cans are gone. Frickin' bullet. Stop to look under there every single time. I'll see it flash and I'll be like, gold? It's the dwarf in me. No oil. Okay. We're going to Thompson's anyway. I think there's some there. Okay, well what aren't we going to repair? Well, we could repair the pea coat. I do love a Mariner's pea coat, you guys know that. But it's 4 pounds. I ain't taking that down the road. We can repair it back here if we want to. We don't need that at present. Of course, there's pea soup fog, because why not? I'd say which one is the three-way split. This one takes you to the road. Making sure we had our liner on. Or that sounded like somebody was unzipping their fly. I'm gonna stop in the store first and see if any of that stuff in there is still repairable or if it's all garbage. It's multiples. I think there's one off to my left too. That's weird. I don't remember there being one ever on the left before. Oh, okay, yeah, I thought we were further. Okay, yeah. That's the barn. Thought we were past that for some reason. I kind of zoned out there for a second. Thinking about the Popol Vuh. Yeah, that's we were talking about Assassin's Creed earlier today. Or I was. And that's the Assassin's Creed game that I've been waiting for, is like the Conquistadors and the Aztecs. I've been waiting for that like hard. I love the Aztec and Mayan Inca cultures. I've always been fascinated by them ever since I was a little kid. I think their artwork and armor and all that stuff is just amazing. Jewelry.
Jesus, this is cold.
What the hell is that? The moose doesn't like spawn here, right? Like I can hear it. Walking. Well, I'm gonna chalk it up to being a deer. I saw the moose in the Birch Bark Forest or whatever back there that one time. It's like a burned out hut or something in there. Starting to freak out, man.
Oh, so cold.
Don't like the fog in this game. Oh, I lied. Let's go to Thompson's community center or whatever first, then see if there's oil in there. Well, it looks like that's gonna be a negatory. I don't think I'd put it in here. Oh, I did. At least one of them. I knew this day would come.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy. I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
That's raw. Now, see, I feel like it's slowing down now. And I don't think it should be. Except for the fact that before we were fixing like 12% sleeping bags and
I'm
stuff.
not
Like,
sure I can carry much more.
I think I'm onto something there. Maybe 1%. Yeah, those are not absolutely ruined. This looks like he robbed the place. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love it. So I have 2 hockey jerseys. 83, that's kinda not worth doing it. Decent. Get the outside.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, let's do the nasty. Let's go through these houses and see what we got left. But we're probably going to have to start going to revisiting all these sites, looking for cloth. You guys heard my cloth rant previously, is that it's one of the resources that you can run out of the most if you do what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it for a trophy, but normally new players do it just trying to keep their gear at like 90%. You don't got to keep it that high. 60 something percent, 65%, like 2/3 is like what I would go with. 66% is a good place.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
See how much lighter it got in here when I ripped that down? Lots more light in. Tearing those up is gonna let all kinds of light in here. Crazy amounts of light. Just ruin that fishing tackle for no reason.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. Please don't die of famine before we get out here. Supposedly, Henry Cavill was set to reprise the Highlander.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know
I
if
can carry
it's-
much more.
I don't know if he's actually inked it or not, but that's what they're talking about. It's a good series back in the day. Movies, not so much. I like the third one. It was good. The Mario Van Peebles. The first one is supposed to be good, but I felt like that the writing and directing were kind of all over the place. I really not have any other meat around here. About to eat that. I counted in my head how many to move over, because knew I was going to blink or whatever, and I must went over exactly the amount and messed myself up. Sure.
Come on, little fire. Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Not even a full steak. I think we took all the bakeable things out of here and took them back home. Just have a couple of emergency ration things here. For like what just happened. We got those crackers out here. Soda. Okay. See what's going on outside. That. Y'all freaking me out. We gotta head back down the road and cook up some meat or something. Come back if we have to. There's plenty of it laying out in the road up here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Enough with the wind.
Enough with this garbage. Just let me move. Just realized that even when I get up here, I don't have anything to cook the meat with. Yeah, the original guy on the Highlander series. That was on for a long time, like, I don't know, like 6, 7 years? It seemed like it was on a long time. He quit because he, not because he didn't like the job or the role, or I
Can't
think
feel
even the
my
ratings
hands.
were good, but he, got hurt so much, like, doing the role, all the stuff that they gotta do, like torn rotator cuffs and just every season he hurt himself somehow, and so that he just got tired of being in physical therapy all the time.
Ah, I'm starving.
I mean, I guess anybody can understand that. Nobody likes being hurt.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
One of my favorite movies is Count of Monte Cristo from 2000 or something. And it has Henry Cavill in it when he was a kid. Like, I mean, a kid. Like 15 years old, something like that. Alright, let's risk it for the biscuit. If a wolf comes and jumps us, we'll just have more meat. Let's take this up to Thompson's Crossing and see if we can finish this thing off somehow. Yeah, but I think from now on, whenever I play this game, I'm gonna have a themed character. I like that idea. With themed clothing. I like it, especially like the idea of a deep sea fisherman and a sports fan. Make the game a little bit harder by limiting your options. Add a little bit of flavor. Yeah, I meant to look at that. The Polaroids on here. Polaroids found. But it doesn't tell you like if you did it. Is it under vistas?
No vistas on here. Doesn't look like they 135 blizzards. Oh my goodness. Got like a blizzard every 3 days. My goodness gracious. Ugh. Yeah, but after all this, we shouldn't have done
I'm not
this
sure I
here.
can carry much more.
We should have gone to Coastal Highway and done this. Because we're gonna have declothed our primary map. I mean, I guess I can always shred the perfectly good clothes I've prepared. But we'll probably have to go and raid Coastal Highway and bring like 30 or 40 cloth back here. Just to try to make sure we have bandages and repair material in stock, you know? Yeah, I definitely should have saved that repair one until now, you know? Bad planning on my part. I can shred in the dark. Let me
This pack is getting kind of
step
heavy.
out here and mend what I can. Oh, I still got the meat on me. Yeah, all the stuff I got's getting up to 90%, man. I'm getting there. I have cloth still? Oh, 17 cloth. Yeah, I got a lot. Okay, let's get back up here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting a lot. I think I have some water over by the window. I'm not sure though. Yep. Running out of juice.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Well, that's gonna be just about perfect. Good job, past me. It's almost like he knew what he was doing. I know that the wind can't be blowing in my face all the time, but it really does feel like it, you know? Like I just want to get inside before my lantern runs completely dry. Can we accomplish that, please?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, we found a couple more things. Ruined, all these are ruined. Okay, the thing's dead. Might as well just leave it. Carrying 500 pounds of clothes on me at this point. Wow, that only fixes 28% of the time. I mean, I guess that means I get 3 repairs out of it, so I guess I should be thankful.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Yeah, you said it. Wow, we are so close. Oh my god.
Horse.
As much as I don't want to, let's go in here and grab some of that cloth to take back with us to the house. I really just want to go. And it's against the wind yet again. Clothes laying around up here, is there? Sometimes if there's dress shirts and stuff, I leave them in the drawers. I never care enough about them to take them out. Okay, there's still some cloth left in here, so we're good there. Let's just get out of here. We should have enough to get it wherever it is. Whatever's left. But let's get back up there and get something to eat. Get some breakfast. Second breakfast. There's breakfast right now. That was perfectly on him. He's still running, so I got him. Bear? I didn't think they usually got this close to the road. It's weird, right? Like he's not coming back either. He should have been able to path to me. Oh, I'm freaking out. Like, what? I've only ever seen him do that if they can't path to you, or auroras, or bears. But I would think that the bear would be coming from that way. Okay, whatever. We're gonna cook this thing up. Now you're probably thinking when I killed all these wolves the other day and ripped up all the meat and left it laying on the side of the road, you're like, he's never gonna eat that. Absolutely I am. This is Main Street, USA. Gotta open up a burger joint here. Oh, if you're ever in the store looking for some chili for your corn dogs, wolf meat chili is not recommended. I think that was the name of it. Wolf something. It was absolutely not good. Do not recommend. Not only was it just bad, but it tasted burnt too. It's not actually supposed to be wolf meat, it's just the name of the company, but I don't know, it's just bad. Oh, it's not gonna get to it in time. If I find some oil, I need some of this. Somehow all my jerry cans disappeared. I think most of them are at fishing holes is the problem. One of them had two super full ones. I think I left one by the ravine, didn't I? Isn't that where that one went? Yeah, I think I left one of the super full ones at the ravine and maybe one at the dam. Did I pick up one and just not use it? I did. I'm a complete moron. Okay, now it is almost empty. So we need to drop it up here at the X. Is that raw? It's raw. And lantern oil has now become a priority. As soon as we get this trophy to pop, we'll go do that. We'll have to go out there and fish for 1,000,000 years, and maybe we'll build a travois and take it with us and try to get some fish back up here. That's going to draw bears and all kinds of stuff. I don't think this is a very travois-worthy map. I think that probably sounds like the worst idea I've ever had. Oh my god, but it might be entertaining. We'll get the trophy to pop first, though. Who's getting to 500 days, that's nothing but a thing. But I don't want to have to do all these other trophies again. I'm done with that. All that can hang. The badges, too. The badges I'll get. I got enough so that I could pick whichever ones I wanted. There was a dead wolf over there, but I really don't care about it. Okay, drop the thing. Okay. We will come back and we will fish one day until that is full. Still halfway looking for that arrow I lost. This is, trying to actually get an accurate representation here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14, and it looks like 2 snack pieces. Not bad, but it ain't good either. It's like a week.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, we could fix that. Fix that too. Let's hear it for the peacoat. We can only get one out of it. I don't think I have a bear hide here. I do the bear one. Well, let's actually try to improve the downwind. If we have any feathers here, I don't think we do. Not a lot of birds on this map. Transfer pass is where the feathers are at.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Afraid of that. Oh, we do have a black bear hide. Well, we'll do him last. Do this first. Just in case it pops. That's so close. I'm tempted to make some rabbit mittens or something to see if it pops. That's my theory, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it does not look like it gives me credit for that. Okay. Let's do the bearskin bedroll. And hopefully that does it. What else do I got? Nothing really. Everything's above 97%. Thank you. That was a chore.